to create greater access to capital and to increase capacity of CDFIs and MDIs.
Sure. Like all things, you get a chance to be informed on inequities through the eyes of yourself and through others. And as we really started to think about delivering solutions to our 1.4 million small businesses through Vista, it became clear to me through a few of my colleagues and friends at Finastra, our CEO Simon and Mike, who runs our North America practice, and said, listen, there is a call it a dearth of technological capability to interface with the E-Trans system and the CDFIs and MDIs. And I asked him, I said, well, what do we need to do? And said, well, we have our system, our Laser Pro. And I said, well, fine, let's just offer the installation free. And, anytime there's a transaction fee that comes out of it, donated to the food banks, because Americans were hurting. I think we've donated close to $3 million from the transaction fees associated with it. And I said, any of these CDFIs that want to get enabled, let's get that done. Because you and I know if these businesses close in these communities, they often don't come back, and in the generations before, another one replaces it, and that just creates the cycle of despair and the blight that we were talking about. So many of the folks took us up on it, a few hundred, in fact. And, my team was kind of working through the weekends between the first and second of the CARES Act distributions to make sure everyone got trained and bring as much technical assistance as we could. But I still think, and as successful as it has been, I think it could be even more successful if we just continue to deliver what I'll call the drive and the interest, and we have the interest in figuring out ways to create these sustainable solutions to pump capital into these communities, these urban and rural communities that don't have quote unquote traditional banking access. And quite frankly, my sense is, as I've gotten to understand, you, Bill, and your approach and others, you actually have a keen awareness of what the communities need, much more than anyone else. And so let's feed the infrastructure that knows what that community needs. Give you the capabilities, technical capabilities, the technical assistance, and frankly, we just need to get now more capital flowing through these systems. And I think if we do that well, and I think there's some unique ways that we can do that, I think we will stand back and say we did not only the right thing, but we did a thing that's going to actually grow the U.S. economy by 10-20% just by us putting enough capital into those markets.